Hey guys, welcome to Mobility Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday. Right. This is intended to be a full body flow with no equipment required. So guys, feel free to use this any day you're feeling a little tight. We're going to be posting something new every Sunday. You can stay tuned on my Instagram. I'm going to try to do my best to post something new that's daily that you can do at home. Again, use your chair, use your pillows. There's plenty of different things that you can utilize. You just never really thought about it that way in the past. So the first thing that we're going to do, and Coach Sandy, she wants to get suppleized here. We're going to start off with
6 feet apart, though.
6, 7.
Okay,
no. We're going to start with simple neck rotations. So with your neck rotation, we're going to start with our chin down. We're going to move it over to the right. Think of pulling that ear to your shoulder. Bring the head back, nice and slow. Do that one rotation, do that for 5 reps. When you're done with all 5, we're going to switch to the other 2 reps. 3, 4, 5. Let's begin to change direction. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Once we're done with these neck rotations, we're going to move on to shoulders. So we're going to bring them forward. Same deal. Make them nice and slow for 5 reps. Then we're going to return that, bring it back for 5 reps. You can take. Say, looking at Coach Sandy next. Nice job. Just trying to look extra slow here.
Yeah. So many push-ups.
From here, we're going to bring it for your entire body. So 5 body rotations per side. Hands on top of your hips, bring it around the world. Any millennials who watch SpongeBob know what I mean here. 2. Well, a little more stand. Bring it all the way forward, all the way back. There we go. 3, 4. So do 5 reps. You're going to switch directions. Do the same thing. Then from here, if you need to find a spot to support yourself, you can. We're going to do leg swings. I'm just going to do this without anything supporting me. Take that forward, as far up as you can. Try to kick that foot up to eye level if possible. Once you're done with those 5, we're going to switch to side by side leg swings. Again, if you need to find something to support yourself, you can look at what Coach Sandy is doing here. Job, hands. Try to fall back, okay?
Hiya! Oh, a lot of popping.
That's a quick little warm up here, guys. Now we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of part A. We're going to start with 2 sets. So we're going to reach as low as we can into a toe touch. And you can stay facing the camera. Reach down as low as you can into a toe touch. From here, we're going to extend the hips and bring our arms up overhead for a nice sky reach. We'll do that for 10 slow reps. If you have trouble reaching the floor, just get as low as you can. And then at the top, push your hips forward, arching your spine. Make sure you're breathing in on the way down. Exhale on the way back up. Nice. From here, we're going to switch it over to a weightless windmill. So for your windmill pattern, you're going to start off with, well, let's bring both of your feet shoulder width apart. I'm gonna kick my right foot so it's facing a 90-degree angle. Both heels are aligned with each other. From here, I'm gonna make sure that my right arm is right by that thigh. Opposite arm is up overhead. I'm gonna stay looking up at my overhead arm as I bring that right hand to the floor, getting that deep rotation, and then reach up to the sky. That is 1 rep. Do that for 5 reps, and then we'll switch to the other side. Again, we can look at Coach Sandy for demo. Notice how she's keeping her arm close to her body the entire time. She's moving nice and slow here. We're not rushing this movement. Now when you switch to the other side, you reset the foot and then flip the other foot to face 90 degrees as well. For this next piece, we're going to enter a half kneeling position. I'm just going to show you a quick couple reps, right? So, have a little diagonal angle here. So, what I'm going to first do, I'm going to push my knee over my toe in your standard runner's lunge, but you want to get an ankle stretch here and a groin stretch. We're going to lean back for a hamstring, pushing your torso towards your thigh. If you have trouble doing this, just get as low as you can. We're going to do this for 5 reps, and then we're going to switch it over to the other side. Ready? Good. Nice. With every rep, try to get deeper into the stretch. Inhale as you push your knee forward. Exhale as you drive back. You hear little cracks here. Again, you can work at your own pace, whatever feels good for you today. As she's done, we're going to get back into a standing position. Awesome. From here, we're going to kick into a classic Kang Squat. So with this movement, our feet are going to be underneath your shoulders. If you're still feeling a little tight, you can get your feet up a little wider. We're going to have our hands behind our head. We're going to push our butt back until we get that torso parallel to the ground. There's a soft bend in my knee here. I'm going to drop down into my squat, and then when I return back up, my hips go up first, then I stand. Do that again. Hips go back, squat, hips go up, stand. We'll do that for 10 reps this time, 10 reps. Chops hands. There we go.
So much cracking.
A couple cracks and creaks here.
Yeah. No music. It's fine. 6.
She's trying really hard here.
Yeah, I have 8. 9. One more. Nice. All the cracking and 10.
Awesome job. So at home, guys, you're going to do this for 1 more set. We're just going to show you 1 set for today. From here, we're going to move on to part B, which is going to start off with your traditional cat-cow. We're going to work on mobilizing that thoracic spine. So for your starting position, hands are underneath your shoulders, not together, not by your knees. Knees are going to be in line with your hips, spread apart. When you create that rotation, take a deep breath into your nose. Then as you exhale, you're going to round out your spine, tuck your chin into your chest, getting all of the air out. You're going to breathe back in. Inhale, arch the spine, look straight ahead. Exhale. Do that for 10 total reps. free to make the breathing audible. Totally okay.
My hair.
And he just did her hair.
Shut up. One more.
Nice. There we go. From here, we're going to do a little more full body action with the bias towards the hip. We're going to do an up dog into a runner lunge twist. So, when you start in your up dog position, you're going to place your hips and thighs to the floor, push through your palms, look on up. From here, we're going to tuck those toes in, push back into a down dog. And then, instead of going back into up dog, we're going to bring the right leg forward and on the outside of your right hand. Twist the chest towards the right knee. Bring the arm back down when you're ready. Switch back. That's rep 1. And then rep 2. You'll repeat the same thing on the other side. You're going to do 6 total reps, 3 per side.
Wow, neutral flow here.
Very flowy here.
Wow. Again, feel free to take your time with each stretch. Your hips are feeling a little tight. Push your hips to the ground. Take a second pause in the overhead reach. There we go. When you're done with that last rep, we're going to go back into a tabletop position. For the next piece, we're going to do a little thread the needle with an overhead reach. So back to the same tabletop you started with your cat-cow. Right arm is going to thread underneath the left armpit, getting your head to the floor. As you push away with your left arm, you're going to reach up overhead. We're going to do that for 5 nice and slow reps, and then we're going to switch to the other side. Inhale as you thread through, exhale as you push away. You want to move with your breath here. Job stands. Once you're done with the thread needle, that's the end of part B. Again, you're going to repeat this for 2 total sets. From there, part C, we're going to enter some more static stretching, beginning with a pigeon pose. I want you guys to hold this for up to 2 minutes. We're going to show you here for 30 seconds per side, so we can show you a couple different variations. So for your pigeon pose, when we start off, I'm going to make sure that my chest is over my shin. Front foot faces forward. I'm going to have a couple options here. Either keep your chest arched up, pushing your hips into the floor. You can work your way to your hands, forearms. If you're really supple, get away onto your head. Get your arms to the side. Whichever position feels good for you, you can work your way down across these 2 minutes. Sandy, can you please show us for a good 30 seconds per side? Should we work through here? Word.
All right, timer has started. Timer has started. Breathing in the nose. As she exhales, she's going to try to push her hips into the floor. You can't really see that too well on the camera, but that's what you're really trying to do. Stretch out that performance hips.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to give it just 10 more seconds, and then we're going to have a little down dog transition flow to the other side. 3, 2, 1. Can Sandy be graceful about this? Up, up. Wow. Kick back.
Damn.
Wow.
A round of applause at home, guys. Round of applause. Front foot facing forward. Same deal. She's breathing into her movement as she works her way down. Sound effects are okay.
Yeah,
Any facial expressions that come out of this, totally okay as well. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last option here, guys, I did forget to mention this. If you need to modify this, you're going to do a wall pigeon. So up against the wall, you're going to place your foot on the wall. Opposite leg goes in front of that knee. As you lay back, you're going to push the knee into the wall. And you're going to hold that for the same allotted time frame. The next move we're going to do is a little straddle stretch. So this time, you're going to just work at your own range of motion here. You're going to spread your legs as wide as you can. Trying to be 6 feet away from any person who's around you here. And then from here, deep breath in. As you exhale, drive your head to the floor. If you have a foam roller or a couple pillows, guys, you can plop your hands on top of that as you lay your hips sink down. You're gonna hold up to 90 seconds, 2 minutes, depending how good you feel today. So I'm gonna do another 30 seconds here. We're saying these are 10 seconds into this. Couple things as well, guys. When you breathe in, as you exhale, Candy's gonna relax her chin as well. Dropping it down to her chest. If you have a partner here who can help you, they can push through your upper back or through the middle of the spine. Just tell them to be a little gentle here. 3, 2, 1. Slowly walk it up. From here, we're gonna finish off into a child's pose. So what we're gonna do with your child's pose, from your straddle, you're gonna bring your feet back in, transition through. I want you to spread your knees nice and wide. Feet together. If you have a yoga mat, you can get your knees spread to the creases at the end of the yoga mat. From here, push your hips as low as you can. Walk your arms forward, dropping your head to the floor. With your arms, either reach forward, you can fold them to create a pillow for your head, or get your hands behind your head, and you'll stretch your triceps as well. Choose whichever feels comfortable for you today. 30 seconds. Time to get started. If you have a partner here who can help you, they're going to push in the middle of your lower back as well. You're going to feel a nice little lower back release, a little hip release as well. 15 seconds, Sandy. For this stretch, guys, again, you can hold as long as you feel. Some people take 2 minutes, some people take 10 seconds. Hold a little longer than 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Slowly rise up, coach stands. And with that, guys, have an awesome Sunday. Stay tuned for the next mobility video. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask any of us here. We're more than happy to help you. Hope you have a good day, guys.